shoot. Love you guys.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, LKM. 7:06. Happy Wednesday to you. Wednesday Day, a.k.a. Hump Day, a.k.a. Middle of the Road Work Week Day.
I think that's all the AKAs we got.
That's all the ones
that's
for
all.
him?
Big Tuesday.
That's it. New AKA, well, old AKA maybe coming back. Were you ever on Napster?
You know what? I should have been. That seems
Should have been?
That's right. Like the
Missed it
prime
out,
time.
missed out
Yeah,
on it.
missed opportunity for sure. We did have one friend on the hall in one of the guys' dorms because my college guys and girls weren't in the same dorms.
Okay.
One friend in one of the guys' dorms who did have it, and he was the guy to burn your CDs. You'd be like, I want a 90s hip hop mix. And then he'd be like, got it. Give me $20.
Man, burning the CDs
He was
back in the
making
day.
money burning CDs. Yeah.
Bill, that reminds me, I need to make you a mix. I need
You
to
never
do
made
that.
him a mixtape.
It's been a while. There's some new hits that have been out.
Yeah.
Mine's still gonna have the oldies on it though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not gonna have
Yeah.
any of the new stuff. But
Yeah.
but Napster's been acquired.
Okay.
Napster.
I didn't know it was still a thing. I thought it was gone.
I don't think the site's been up for like 20 years.
Okay.
$207 million for
Whoa. Okay.
the website. This is being reported on CNBC. CNBC.com's got the article. And 25 years ago is when Napster came out. Pretty much dismantled the entire music industry.
Yes. Yeah.
Just sent it for a whirlwind.
I just remember that South Park episode about Napster. It was probably the cleanest South Park episode ever, but it was really funny. But it was just talking about how, but it did impact, I think it was Metallica that sued them, and then everybody else went behind them and sued them. Now everybody's music is on the internet forever, so.
It's kind of interesting, like it was before its time, if you would, or
Yeah.
it made the way
Yes.
almost to
2001.
what is today.
Yeah, it came out around 2001, 2001. And that's when I was in college. So I don't even think I had a computer, my own computer then. I think I was still in the computer lab. So,
Man, that's like when CD drives were coming out on your laptop.
Yeah.
Like that was, you
it
didn't
was
have to
all
have
about,
the
it was all about,
exterior plugged in CD drives.
Mhm. Yeah, but it was all about burning the CDs and having the best playlist for the road trip with the 6 CD changer in the back of the car.
Wow.
It wasn't that long ago. I mean, it was, but it wasn't. It doesn't feel like that long ago.
Everyone doing illegal things together.
Yeah.
That makes it better.
It was a good time.
I guess it was illegal. It was illegal because they shut down the website.
They
kinda.
shut
He
it
got-
down.
he got
But so
sued.
then how is it, if it was illegal, then how is it, did they reformat and figure out how to make it legal?
Again, in today's age, I think Napster, they'd have a subscription model probably, right? Because that was more of just a free platform where it was everyone just sharing. That's what it was. You were downloading it in essence from
You were
somebody
from
else.
the CD, and
Yeah.
then somebody was downloading it from their actual physical music, and then you were just uploading it to or then you were downloading it from
Yeah.
whatever they put up there. Yeah. So this says the Acquire is Infinite Reality, which plans to create virtual 3D spaces that allow music fans to enjoy concerts or listening parties together. So they're trying to get into the social media side of it, things like that.
Like you're wearing your VR goggles
Yeah.
and you're hanging out with your friends at a concert, and his name's Napster.
Yep.
I wonder if they're gonna keep
What
the
concert
name.
you and Bill going to together?
We've been to concerts together.
Yeah.
What genre are you feeling, Bill? You want to go more?
Are you going country, or are you going
I can't go country. Now I
can.
can. You're right. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that so fast. That was rude of me. I can do country. If I'm going with Bill though, I'm probably not picking country.
Okay.
Now Demi, she'll want to go to country.
Right.
So I'd probably go there.
But you and Bill, what concert are y'all going to?
We went to Dave Matthews. Did we go to Sublime together? We went to Sublime together as well. And I won't say we didn't go to a country concert. They used to, back in the day at PNC, they do that summer concert.
Oh,
do they still
yeah.
do that?
I don't know.
It's like all the country folks come
I've
through.
aged out of that one too.
Kenny Chesney. I've seen him.
Kenny Chesney puts on a good concert though. Yeah, he does. Yeah. I've aged out of the lawn seats
Yeah.
and the up high seats. Like if I can't sit where it only takes me less than 10 minutes to get to my seat, I'm not going.
See,
I'll stay home.
More so, it's not about not going. I don't know if anybody would really want to go with me to the type of music I would want these days, because
Okay.
it's not going to be your traditional. I'm going to want to go see opera. or classical,
Okay.
and just sit there in silence the whole time and like let the tunes just take over.
Just close
my
your
mind.
eyes and just let it take
fall
over?
asleep
You
if
could
you
do
want
that.
to.
You could do that. There's lots of symphonies. There's this Cornelius. I don't think they're called Cornelius anymore. I think they're the Lake Norman Symphony. They perform all around town.
New idea. I'm gonna go ahead and TM this one.
Okay.
Theater full of couches and people play classical and you just
I was
fall
going to
asleep.
say Symphony of Naps or something
Yeah,
like that.
that's exactly
we'll partner
right.
with Snooze Mattress, Lake Norman Youth Orchestra. We'll get together.
Yeah.
Get that massage chair and just play some songs and you're set.
In a wide open room.
You are set, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
Or you could just download it on Napster and just play it in your headset.
I guess you
or your
can
car.
now, yeah, with all your friends. All right, there is this viral video that's been going around.
Mm.
I'm sure you've seen it because you are the number one
Sure.
for viral videos. I asked Bill if he had seen it, and he had. We'll have to talk through it because it really is just this guy's morning routine. But this has millions on millions of views, almost 2 million likes, and it's this guy just getting ready in the morning, and it's not sponsored by anybody. And people are just losing.
It's just a dude.
It's just a guy.
Oh, Banana Man.
Have you seen it?
I've seen it, yeah.
He gets
Face in
up,
the ice bowl.
He takes he takes
Yeah.
the. Oh, you've seen it then.
Yeah.
It
I've
reached
seen
your
it.
timeline.
It did, yeah. I think it went on mine first.
Really?
This is days ago for me.
So anyway, the sale of that water has gone up
Yeah.
1,000% since this video came.
Everyone
online.
is posting about that water, like a water in the banana, whatever the water is.
Yeah, I don't know.
Saratoga, I think is what
It's
it is.
Saratoga water.
Yeah.
Why does he put the banana on his face though? I don't work out like that, so I don't know.
I don't know why any of these moves are going on. This can't be real life as far as like his actual routine. Obviously, an
I wonder.
opportunity to be a video, but maybe it is. Maybe it is. his
Well,
daily
then
routine.
everybody's parodied it, even the Carolina
Yeah.
Panthers. I saw them parodied it. But some people, because you go viral and everybody does a deep dive into your past. So apparently he's been evicted from his apartment where
Yeah, I
that
saw
video is
that.
taken.
I saw. So that was real. I saw that
Yes,
post. I
yes.
thought that was just someone trolling or just being
Nope.
funny.
No. So anyway,
Ouch.
everything on the internet's true, but also don't believe anything you see.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's accurate. Unless it's from Napster, then you can believe
Napster,
it.
definitely
That's right.
Napster.
We've got some friends that you can believe that are coming through the studio today. First off, we're going to get a look at the streets. That'll happen with Jeff and ICATS. Right, ICATS.com. $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. We'll see what's going on. We're also going to get word of the day, too. We got to get some knowledge and learn something in here rather than just make up a bunch of stuff. Tim Johnson Landscaping is going to be stopping by, too. 7:30. We'll chat with their team, see what's going on. Center Stage Alliance in Statesville, they got a play coming up.
All
Starts
right.
on Thursday. Wizard of Oz.
Oh, that's a good
We're going to
one.
hear from that crew. Chase Myers is going to join us too, WSIC's meteorologist. You know, these wildfires, these bans on burning and all this
Yep.
kind of stuff. Need to get kind of like our calibration on this. Where are we at? Am I allowed to do s'mores outside? I don't know right now. I think I need to know that. Bill Russell, president of Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce, also host of Town Talk. He's going to be joining us at 8:15. We'll chat with him. Pathway Homes, making some new subdivisions. You know, it's a big conversation about supply of housing and
Right.
inventory. I think they've got like a new neighborhood coming on board.
I think they have an open house coming up.
And they have an open house coming up
Mhm.
too. So great opportunity to, if you're in the market or you're looking for it, we're gonna learn about Pathway Homes. Maybe they've got the house for you or somebody you know that's been looking for one. Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11, whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries. Which, by the way, celebrating birthdays and anniversaries, don't forget, that's how you could win Myrtle Fest tickets that we're
Exactly.
giving away right now. The other way is coming to Snooze Mattress this Saturday. We're going to be there hanging out. Patrick Reynolds will be there 11 to 2 at Snooze Mattress in Cornelius. That's exit 28. You can win Myrtle Fest tickets there, too.
Stay where you are. There's more Good Morning LKN with Justinville and Mamie on the way from 105.9 100.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Plenty of sunshine as we go through the middle of the week on this hump day, although a cooler day of weather for sure. High temperatures in the mid and upper 60s. Don't be caught off guard by the wind either. Wind gusts on the order of about 20 to 30 miles per hour through the middle of the day and into the afternoon. High fire danger continues, so bottom line, just don't burn. Statewide burn ban, of course, still in effect. Overnight low temperatures will fall down into the upper 30s and low 40s, back to the low 70s for your Thursday. That's your forecast. The WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
The app with Lake Norman deals. The WSIC app is out now, wherever you get your apps.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Your live music performance weekend kicks off Thursday, March 27th at Bin 110 in Cornelius. Pluto for Planet headlines the Thursday night show, while Push takes the stage on Friday, and Little Johnny Trailer Trash is your Saturday artist. Join Lake Norman's finest local bands at Bin 110 in Cornelius Thursday through Saturday. On Friday night, the Wine Maestro in Statesville presents a performance by musician William Neesmith. The set list will include your favorite classics as well as hits from today. Enjoy live music at the Wine Maestro in Statesville at 7 p.m. Friday night. Come on out and meet the WSIC team on Saturday at Snooze Mattress on West Catawba Avenue in Cornelius. We will be doing a Merlefest ticket giveaway, so stop by and sign up. I am looking forward to meeting you on Saturday at Snooze Mattress in Cornelius from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday night, the 500 Club in Statesville presents live music with Tanya Wood and Fortune 5. Combining music and energy, Fortune 5 plays beloved classics and contemporary hits, creating an unforgettable experience. Enjoy live music at 6 p.m. Saturday at the 500 Club with a performance by Fortune 5. The Auto Fair presented by Camping World is back at Charlotte Motor Speedway Thursday, April 3rd through Saturday, April 5th. The show brings together the car community in a celebration of their shared passion for all things automotive. Don't miss the Heritage Invitational, where iconic cars from all eras are gathered for up-close viewing. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for Auto Fair tickets and more information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Merlefest 2025, presented by Window World, returns April 24th through the 27th in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear the Avett Brothers, Bonnie Raitt, The Dead South, Watch House, Wyatt Floors, I'm With Her, Leftover Salmon, The Warren Treaty, The Steel Drivers, and many more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
Want to talk with Justin, Bill, or Mamie? Give them a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 7:18. Happy Wednesday to you. You know, in the middle of the week, you start wondering, am I going to go all the way down south? Well, I have to, because I got to take this road that way.
You do.
You got to go that way. And
That's right.
let's see how many other people are out there on those roads. Run ICATS.com. Alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with Jeff. Good morning, sir. How are things looking?
Good morning. No accidents to report. Traffic is getting heavier on 77 north and southbound. You'll have your typical slowdowns in the Huntersville area. Secondary roads, Statesville, Troutman, Mooresville, I've not heard of any issues, so good start to our Wednesday.
Solid start, Jeff. We appreciate it. Is there any March Madness games happening during the week this week, or is it all only like weekend games?
I think it's tomorrow. I can't tell you who's playing tomorrow, but I think it's tomorrow when there's games.
Okay, perfect. Looking forward to a little Thursday basketball action. That's a nice little twist to the day. We appreciate you, Jeff. We'll chat with you at 8:15.
All right. Talk to you then.
All right, bye. RunICATS.com. $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. Don't forget Tuesdays, $1 from your front door to go to the VA in Salisbury. Thursdays, $1 from your front door to go to Winston-Salem. Fridays, $1 from your front door to go to Hickory. Every day, $1 to run errands around the county. Here's the deal, though. You got to schedule it. RideICATS.com.
Well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a winner. Well, the bird is a winner.
It's time for the word of the day. What's the word?
Word of the day.
Today's word of the day on this beautiful Wednesday morning. Have had some excellent sunsets the past few days. I'm just so happy the weather is what it is.
Just fantastic right
It's going to be nice and cool today.
Yes, but I'll take it. And then we're back up in the 70s the rest of the week.
Oh, wow. That's still cool to some.
But this isn't the weather report. This is word of the day, where I give you a word and Justin, Mamie, and perhaps you, the listening audience, try to guess the definition.
We're going to give it our shot, a best shot. That's
Today's word of the day is presented by Merlefest. Merlefest music, moments, memories. April the 24th through the 27th at Wilkes Community College. See the likes of I'm With Her, Sam Bush, William Prince, the Cleverleys.
Do you think the memories will be better with East Nash Grass or with Jeff Litto Trio?
I don't have many memories with East Nash Grass, my friend.
Or Mama and the Ruckus?
Hey now, that's
There's
a good
some
time.
memories there.
Absolutely. Today's word of the day is derisory.
Oh.
Derisory.
Derisory.
Does that have anything to do with like rice?
It does not have anything to do with rice.
Okay.
Derisory.
It's rice with an S.
It's like rice-a-roni, but it's derisory.
Derisory.
It's the Lake Norman treat.
For those following along, this is an adjective here, so stay nimble. We're describing something. Derisory. Derisory.
Derisory. Okay,
Correct.
we're gonna. I don't think I've heard this word before.
I hadn't either. It's one of those words, even as I'm saying it, even after I've heard all sorts of Google websites pronounce it for me, I'm still not sure if I'm saying it right. Derisory.
It's uncomfortable.
Correct. I'm still gaining confidence, but I'm glad I have you guys with me. Let's see. Here's a clue here for. On Good Morning LKN, Mamie called Justin's excuse for being late, blaming unusually aggressive squirrels, completely derisory.
Made up. Fiction.
False. You're close. You're flirting. You're moving in the right direction.
Okay.
Justin's derisory attempt to sing the show's jingle had Bill questioning whether they needed a backup vocalist or just a mute button.
Failed. Mm-hmm.
You guys are flirting all around. This is a nice word because it does
it is a
encompass
nice word?
something.
No,
No,
it's not a nice.
Just a good word for
good
someone
word.
who does word of the day, right? Because it is.
Do you want to be described as derisory? Because we're kind of using it in a negative
I think
context.
it's got a negative connotation.
Yeah, I think we say some derisive things on this show at times.
Is it kind of like divisive, but derisive?
No. We are not divisive. We
Okay.
try to unite.
Okay.
So says you.
All right.
Derisive. I don't know. I'm stumped. I'm stumped on this one.
The adjective derisory means so absurd that it makes you laugh. For
we
example,
do- oh my gosh, that's
for
what
example,
we need to name
if
the show.
your friend offered to buy your valuable baseball card for like $1, you know what I mean? Just
Derisory.
I gotta laugh at that. That
Sure.
is derisory.
It's like Mamie thinks it's funny, but not everyone else does when I talk about the shit outdoor dogs growing up. You know what I mean? That's not funny
Yeah.
necessarily to everybody.
Correct.
Some people find it funny. Some people don't.
I find it very derisive.
Yeah. It can go either way.
I
know.
Derisory.
All right, word of the day. Bill gave us the word. We're going to see if we can use it. Maybe with one of our friends that's joining us throughout the morning. Tim Johnson's here.
We got a lot of friends
the
coming
building.
today.
Got quite a few. Yeah, Tim Johnson Landscaping. Won an award?
He won an award at the Iredell County Chamber of Commerce Awards, yes.
Okay, so
Congrats to him.
definitely need the insight because
Yes, we'll hear all about it.
I try to keep the lawn and garden, you know what I mean, to top quality, to basically be better than all the neighbors. Because you don't have to you can't say like better than the entire town. You can't really have the best yard in the entire town. Can you?
I can.
Well, I guess you can. But you got to start small scale.
Start
You got to
small.
work your way up
Start
the
with your
leads.
street.
Yeah.
And then you work on it.
And really not even just street. We'll just go direct adjacent neighbors. And then we'll work our way to street. And then we'll work our way to
There you go.
subdivision. And then we can work our way to town. He'll help us do that. Center Stage Alliance out of Statesville. Wizard of Oz starts on Thursday. We're going to hear
wow.
from the cast and crew. They're going to be joining us virtually for that. Chase Myers, WSIC meteorologist. These burn bans, all this other kind of stuff going on. Wildfires. Definitely good to check in with the meteorologist and get some real facts on what's going on where. What does it mean? The air, does it feel dry to you outside? Like that, does it, you get that feel of
It
dryness?
doesn't feel so dry outside, but I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist either. I just go on vibes.
It's true. It rained yesterday, I think, or day before. Day before yesterday?
Rained on Monday.
Monday. So there you go, because today's Wednesday. Bill Russell, president of the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce, also host of Town Talk, going to be joining us at 8:15. We'll check and see what's going on in the Chamber's world. If you missed the live show for Town Talk, it's from 4 to 5 p.m. every Wednesday. You can always catch it on demand in the WSIC News app, which is available on iOS and Google Play. All 35 hours worth of content we do every single week here at WSIC with a variety of hosts is available via the WSIC News app. Pathway Homes, they've got a new subdivision going on. I believe, is it in Troutman?
Troutman, yes,
Troutman.
absolutely. Yep.
And so we're going to chat with them and see what's going on in their worlds. Housing and supply, a hot topic. So when a new subdivision pops up, well, it seems like worthy to tell you about because you might be looking for a spot. You might have a friend looking for a spot. Can't say that we didn't tell you.
Brand new home, maintenance free.
Gotta love that.
For a little bit, at least. Not always, but yeah, nice new home.
Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. He's going to be joining us at 8:45. We're going to chat with him. Don't forget MerleFest tickets. A wonderful way is by getting on that birthday and anniversary prize wheel. We'll find out if it was a birthday or anniversary yesterday.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure. So,
Sean, anniversaries are creeping in there, though.
It started. You called it. You said when the spring hits, we'll finally see some anniversaries at the prize
They're
wheel.
starting to pile up.
Charlotte FC working their way up on the power rankings.
Oh, okay.
And so we talked about this. We carry Charlotte FC, so we obviously talk about it quite a bit. But Charlotte FC, their third season or fourth season right now?
I think this is their fourth.
Okay, fourth season. Last year we made it to the playoffs, so progressively getting better. And now with that show they put on this past weekend against Cincinnati, 4-1. Now we're in these kind of power, I guess they call it power rankings.
What is that? rankings for what? Just sport?
Soccer.
Oh, is this just
Just
soccer?
soccer, yeah.
Not just sport in general?
Supposedly we're number 3 right now. That's where we're
3
sitting.
in soccer?
No, yeah, we're number 3.
I don't feel good.
Yeah, in MLS.
I'm sorry, I don't feel good about that. No, I feel better working from the bottom coming up.
Because once you have that expectation.
I know, it makes me nervous. I mean, you remember those 2015, 2016 Panthers? That was a long fall down. I don't know, but good for them.
Maybe it's different in soccer. Maybe in soccer, like once you get there, you stay.
You stay?
Yeah.
All right.
ESPN's got us at number 3. Goal.com has us at number 3. MLSsoccer.com has us at number 4. Sports Illustrated has us at number 5. And I think 5 is where we landed last year. And so up only,
Yeah,
hopefully.
sounds like it.
We'll
Very
see.
exciting.
Yeah,
That
very
is
exciting. Absolutely.
I feel it makes you feel uneasy though. It's just like, sorry, don't look at us too closely. Don't pay attention too closely to what we're doing. Just let us have fun.
Something else that you might be excited about, the robots and everything they're doing for us. There's a couple of things going on. I'm going to go work through each of these because they're all related. So in China now, they've released the videos. And remember, what we see on the videos that get released, just know they can do a lot more that they're not telling us about. That's the general rule. But in China particularly, they have unleashed the robots into the factories to build the cars now. So China's, and I'm going to say some of these words that I don't know if I'm saying it right, Zeekr and UB Tech, they dropped AI-powered humanoid, what they're calling swarms.
Ooh, no, I don't like that word.
They're assembling cars.
I know what that word means, and I don't like it.
Supposedly faster and with no mistakes in assembling these cars.
Okay, you're going to buy a car, and you're standing on the lot, and they're like, here's one car, and it was a 100% AI robot assembled. Here's the other car. They look exactly the same price. You just get to pick. Which one are you picking? And the other one is, human assembled.
What color are they?
It doesn't matter, whatever color you like.
If it's red, I don't want it.
Okay, whatever color car you prefer. What you going with? Are you picking robot car over human car?
Gosh, put me on the spot on this one, man.
I know, you got to decide.
Everyone's going to hate me for this. I'm going to pick the robot car.
You are going to pick the robot car.
Because they say it's with 0 mistakes.
Bill, which way are you going?
Humans.
Human car?
You're just trusting myself. I'm just walking everywhere.
Oh, you're just trusting your own
Just getting my
self.
10,000 steps, yeah.
Just get on your scooter and
Man,
get out
this
of
is
there.
too complicated. I don't want
That's
any
it.
car.
Get on your
That's it.
cyber quad
y'all
and hit
play
the
that
streets.
game. I'm just going to play a different game over here.
fine.
I'm good.
It's fine. I make up the own rules to my game anyway, so you can make up your own.
So these robots are powered by 5G and BrainNet AI is the name
No.
of the company. These bots lift, weld, and make real-time decisions like a factory
Nope.
hive mind is what they're doing. No maps.
It's the swarm in the hive. I can't do it.
No
aggressive
map,
words, yeah.
no sensors, just pure AI domination.
There's another
they
word,
say.
domination.
That's Mario in the fall there. Waymo also is launching in Washington, D.C. in 2026. They're saying autonomous driving. Tesla, that's obviously coming after Tesla announced June in Austin. Fully autonomous robo-taxi going on. They've both released their commercials and their info videos on it. Again, Waymo, who is technically more in the Uber space of competition. Now Tesla stepping into it with the robo-taxi. But Waymo projecting 2026. Theirs looks more like the Google car that has the cameras kind of all over it from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But Tesla saying in June this year, Austin, Texas, autonomous driving with robo-taxi, and it's approved. Sounds like legislatively, everything.
More Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie is on the way from 105.9 100.7 WSIC.
Plenty of sunshine as we go through the middle of the week on this hump day, although a cooler day of weather for sure. High temperatures in the mid and upper 60s. Don't be caught off guard by the wind either. Wind gusts on the order of about 20 to 30 miles per hour through the middle of the day and into the afternoon. High fire danger continues, so bottom line, just don't burn. Statewide burn ban, of course, still in effect. Overnight low temperatures will fall down into the upper 30s and low 40s, back to the low 70s for your Thursday. That's your forecast. The WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Hi, this is Bob McIntosh with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Since 1997, we have been committed to providing our clients with competent, caring, and experienced legal services. Learn more at McIntoshLawFirm.com.
'Tis the season. Bloom large at Drum Landscape Supply, your one-stop shop for everything you need this spring. Don't waste time running from store to store. Flowers, trees, mulch, and more. They've got you covered. Plus, they deliver. Visit drumlandscapesupply.com today.
Need a ride? ICATS has you covered. Tuesdays to the VA in Salisbury, Thursday to Winston-Salem, and Fridays to Hickory. Plus, run errands every day around Iredell County for just $1. Visit rideicats.com.
Exciting news at Randy Marion Ford Lincoln in Statesville. We have opened a separate used car department. That's right, we have over 300 pre-owned vehicles on Folger Drive. That's right across the interstate from the main lot. I tell you, better to serve you with higher quality, higher quantity, king of price deals on pre-owned vehicle. Come see us today at our new location, 1011 Folger Drive, right across the interstate from the main showroom. You can't miss us. And as always, king of price, king of deals, you can't beat Randy Marion in Statesville.
Spring style is just around the corner. Come explore Nina's Boutique in downtown Cornelius. From vibrant prints to classic staples, we've got everything you need from sizes extra small to 2X. Elevate your wardrobe with a splash of new season flair and our carefully curated accessories at Nina's.
Now is the right time to buy or sell your home. I'm Matt Madison with Madison & Company Realty. With high interest rates, low inventory, and a lot of people moving to our area, it makes people wonder. But we have the answers for you. Call us at Madison & Company Realty in Statesville to help you navigate the real estate market. 704-873-7700. Visit us online at MadisonandCompanyRealtyNC.com. Madison & Company Realty, we've got you covered.
Are you juggling life and caregiving? Call Equity Health Primary Care. Their team of nurse practitioners and therapists deliver exceptional care in clinic, at home, or virtually. Their personalized services are designed for comfort and convenience. High quality care anywhere. Visit equityhealthcares.com.
When you have problems with your heating system, you need SHA Mechanical. Serving the region since 1975, SHA will make sure your system always stays in the best condition. Visit SHA Mechanical online at shamechanical.com.
Home of the best talk.
WSIC. Local starts here.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Federal workers are responding to Elon Musk's request that they email his Department of Government Efficiency with bullet points on what they did over the last week, but not all of the emails are getting through. The Doge inbox filled up. Workers have been getting bounce-back emails saying their messages could not be delivered. Nearly 4 in 10 Americans tell Bankrate they tapped their emergency savings accounts over the last year. The vast majority withdrew the money for necessities. The advertising industry often says there's no such thing as bad publicity, but Duke University begs to differ. A scene in the HBO show The White Lotus shows a character wearing a Duke t-shirt holding a gun to his head while contemplating suicide. That scene went viral on social media, where users suggested it could depict what will happen if Duke loses the March Madness tournament. Duke is not amused, but lawyers say there isn't much the university can do. Jeff Bellinger, Bloomberg Radio.
No radio? No worries.
Just ask Alexa to play WSIC.
They're back. More of Justin, Bill, and Mamie now. It's Good Morning LKN from WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 7:34. Happy Wednesday to you. You know, one of my favorite pastime activities, Mames, on the weekend is getting out and cutting the grass.
Yeah.
And then you sit, you put the lawn chair out, you sit with a ice cold glass of sweet tea.
Mm-hmm.
But then, I don't know why recently I started, sneezing a little bit outside. I feel like I'm developing allergies when I'm older. Just a reason why maybe I won't be cutting my grass forever. Maybe it's not what I'm going to be doing.
You don't have to either.
You really don't have to.
No.
There's people in this community that do a great job at it. One of them joins us right now, Tim Johnson. Tim Johnson Landscaping, timjohnsonlandscaping.com. Tim, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me on today.
Thanks for coming on. All right, how many lawns have you cut in your life?
Ooh, that is a really good question. A lot. Unfortunately, I don't get to run a mower as much as I once did. I am stuck in the office much more than probably was the plan when I decided to change majors and go into horticulture, and wrote a business plan for 2 crews, one for me and one for my dad, and that was all we ever wanted, and it has turned out to be very different.
So you were telling us a little bit before, you have that classic story of, as a kid, probably in the neighborhood, going door to door, cutting lawns in the subdivision. Is that how it started all for you?
Absolutely. up and down St. Cloud Drive in Statesville, North Carolina.
Love it. And you still have a location in Statesville to this day.
Yes, our home office is in Statesville up on Turnsburg Highway, where all of our admin and executive team works, and then our teams run out of Statesville and Charlotte.
Okay, and that's been, would you say 26 years ago?
So 26 years ago was when I started mowing some neighborhood grass, and then from there we have actually built a real business out of it.
Did you have the dream when you were just mowing those neighborhood grass, like one day I'm going to be,
Absolutely not.
No?
I wanted to buy a vehicle when I turned 16.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the motivation that you need.
This was for
sometimes,
pocket cash
It's
is
just
what
these
this is for.
short-term goals turn into these big dreams. You never know.
Absolutely. And still own the Jeep that was bought with that money.
Oh, I love that. Absolutely.
So take us back to however many years ago it was. You're you're making some good pocket cash. You're seeing this business start to grow. When was that moment that you said, I think we can do this for real?
I was in college, probably. So I originally went to college to be an engineer. Probably did not select the right engineering program. Grades were fine, just didn't enjoy it. And so when I transferred, I played college baseball. And when I was looking at schools, I said, I really don't want to be inside behind a computer all day. Funny, that's where I am most of the time now. But I want to be outside. I want the opportunity to be outside. I like people. And so I wanted to transfer to a school that I could get a Hort degree or something related. And so that's what I did. And that's really kind of what laid the foundation for where we are today.
Is technology like taking over the lawn care game too right now, like
Absolutely.
everything else?
Absolutely. Technology is huge. And that's, from an industry perspective, one thing that we're trying to do is, so many people in our industry, landscaping was a backup plan. Something failed, they went to landscaping. We want people to understand it can be a primary career. We've got a lot of cool technology. We do satellite takeoffs. We've got remote control mowers that we use for slopes that are, unmanned. Somebody's sitting on the bank with a remote control running it from a safe place. Software, all sorts of things.
And a lot of that probably comes into play with not just the residential side, though it would be cool to sit out there with a remote control mower and just cut my grass, but the commercial side for you guys too. So 26 years in, give us now the setup of Tim Johnson Landscaping. You guys have that location in Charlotte now too. So give us the full gamut. What are the services that Tim Johnson Landscaping supplies now?
So our goal was to be a one-stop provider for the people we work for. So the original roots of the business are still there, which was the residential side of things. The focus on the residential side is generally in high-end residential install work in the what we call estate grade gardening that goes in behind from a maintenance perspective after that install is completed. And then the biggest boom in our business, and where we're showing great numbers and great growth because of some of the horticultural training that we've provided our people from the residential background, is in commercial landscape maintenance.
And so that kind of maintenance, you're talking about like the plants have been planted now that you don't want them to die. Somebody's got to water them. Someone's got to do the work. Because I imagine more than most. It's not really magic with what happens. You actually have to do something to take care of your lawn, if I had to guess.
No, I will not get on my horticultural soapbox this morning, but soil prep is huge. And so for us, our goal is always, when we do an install on a residential property or even a commercial property for that fact, our goal is to maintain 90% of the projects that we do the install work for, because we want to see that, we want to see it mature. We want to see it grow. We want to see it thrive. And we feel that we can watch that better than somebody who doesn't know what's under the ground.
I think the community is in line with you on this, because you won an award recently. Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
the large enterprise business of the year, is that am I getting the language right on that?
That is correct. For Statesville Chamber, their Sage Award, Large Enterprise Business of the Year, and that's our team. I was the one that went up there and accepted the award, but that award really had very little to do with me at this point. It's the core group of people that we get to work together and work with every day are the reason that award came to life.
And so for when you say large enterprise, so share again, how many people do you have as part of the whole team across Tim Johnson Landscaping?
So we're just under 100 people now.
Is that fun for you, still managing people? Like, do you have to manage the people still in your day-to-day, or you have other people in your team that help manage the people?
So the more we grow, the fewer people I manage. But I really enjoy getting out there. I actually have a time in my day blocked off, whichever office I'm at in the morning. At the report time, I've got a window. I'm out there saying hello to people, seeing how they're doing, trying to make sure that I still know everybody in the company. Sometimes I do a better job of that than others, but I love people and I love our people.
I don't want to make you pick a team, but I kind of want to make you pick a team. there's like, it's like cars, right? They have like, are you a Chevy? Are you a
Oh,
Ford?
okay.
So in the mowing game, do you got like a brand
John
you
Deere
like?
or something
or
like that, yeah.
Toro, or like
Toro.
who's your go-to?
Here's what I will tell you: with any piece of equipment, we're buying the dealer almost as much as we're buying a brand. The service is a big deal for us, and we run Toro mowers, and they've bought all our Toro mowers from the same place since we've been in business, and have always been taken really good care of.
I would imagine that your concern and care for the equipment, the product you guys are using, all that relates back down to service again for the customer. So let's say for someone who might be looking for your service or is looking for a landscape company, what's that onboarding process like with Tim Johnson Landscaping?
So they're gonna contact us any way they want. They can call us, they can email us, they can fill out a contact form on the website. Let's say they're looking for maintenance work. We're going ahead and we're preemptively doing a satellite takeoff on the property, so we've got information when we go in for the first meeting. We go meet with the client, see what they want, see what they love, see what they hate, see what their pet peeves are, and then within a matter of a day or two, they're getting a proposal for a full service package, and we're off to the races.
Now, is it custom service? Because, my neighbor's got this little fungi thing that's growing in there. I don't want that fungi thing in my yard. But if the fungi thing starts growing in my yard, I want someone who's going to make sure that they're watching and actually that they care about what's happening in my lawn.
Yeah, so our service packages are custom within reason. So we have a standard level of service that we're not going to go below. It just doesn't fit our brand, doesn't fit our quality, doesn't fit the passion for what we do. And so from there, we obviously will expand services, but we want to make sure that at a minimum, we are giving people the lawn that they called us for. So from there, and I think an important part of this is the account manager. At some point in the sales process, client's going to meet their account manager, and the account manager is somebody that at a minimum they're going to talk to every month. They're going to be on that site. They're going to check out the property. They're going to be communicating with the crews. They're going to be a single point of contact for anything good, bad, ugly, irrigation's flying all over the place. Come help us. Account manager's going to take care of them.
As a fellow entrepreneur, I'd be remiss if I didn't take the time to ask you. So as the large enterprise, so entrepreneur, that's probably quite a few entrepreneurial tasks throughout the day. What's been like the biggest pain point for you over the past 26 years?
That is a great question. There are many as an entrepreneur. I really feel like building the team was a slow process, but we have got such a great core. We've got the core. When you look at any successful business and you look at that core group of people that are in that business, we've built that core. The core that's going to be with us to the end is there. So now for us, it's, for me, transitioning the sales piece and the customer piece of this to our team. We've done a good job transitioning that to our account managers. Our account managers love our customers. I've had account managers invited to customers' weddings. They get so close.
Wow.
I mean, it's just, our guys love our clients.
It all started right here in this
Right.
front patio.
Started out with this, getting married on their lawn, their beautiful, beautiful lawn.
Oh, we've prepared for many weddings. But yeah, for us, it's continuing as we grow. I can't be the only person that sells that stuff, so it's building that sales team out as the next target for me.
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing your story. We really appreciate you coming in.
And
Tim,
congratulations,
yes,
too, on the award. That's
absolutely.
amazing.
Tim Johnson Landscaping, timjohnsonlandscaping.com. Check him out. Residential, commercial, whatever your needs are. And I got to tell you, if these are real photos here on the website,
gorgeous.
I'm impressed.
Yeah.
You should really stick around to hear what the crazy gang of three have to say next. Good morning, LKN on WSIC.
Plenty of sunshine as we go through the middle of the week on this hump day, although a cooler day of weather for sure. High temperatures in the mid and upper 60s. Don't be caught off guard by the wind either. Wind gusts on the order of about 20 to 30 miles per hour through the middle of the day and into the afternoon. High fire danger continues, so bottom line, just don't burn. Statewide burn ban, of course, still in effect. Overnight low temperatures will fall down into the upper 30s and low 40s, back to the low 70s for your Thursday. That's your forecast. The WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Your live music performance weekend kicks off Thursday, March 27th at Bin 110 in Cornelius. Pluto
Check. Can you guys hear me out there? Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Hello?
Sorry,
Yeah,
you might not be able to see me. I am like the Wizard of Oz.
Awesome.
All right. Hey, everybody. How's it going?
Great.
Good,
How are you?
Excellent. All right, cool deal. You guys are all coming in. Great. I hope the more the merrier here. Let's see. We're on commercial break right now. We'll be back in a few minutes. All right. I'm going to leave you guys muted on our end, but you guys are coming in crystal clear. Yeah, so we'll have fun with this. All right. Thank you guys for taking the time.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right.
I'm looking forward to meeting you on Saturday at Snooze Mattress in Cornelius from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday night, the 500 Club in Statesville presents live music with Tanya Wood and Fortune 5. Combining music and energy, Fortune 5 plays beloved classics and contemporary hits, creating an unforgettable experience. Enjoy live music at 6 p.m. Saturday at the 500 Club with a performance by Fortune 5. The Auto Fair, presented by Camping World, is back at Charlotte Motor Speedway Thursday, April 3rd through Saturday, April 5th. The show brings together the car community in a celebration of their shared passion for all things automotive. Don't miss the Heritage Invitational, where iconic cars from all eras are gathered for up-close viewing. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for Auto Fair tickets and more information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Merlefest 2025, presented by Window World, returns April 24th through the 27th in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear the Avett Brothers, Bonnie Raitt, the Dead South, Watch House, Wyatt Flores, I'm With Her, Leftover Salmon, The Warren Treaty, The Steel Drivers, and many more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
Now, back to more of Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. We hear he is a whiz of a whiz, if ever a whiz there was. If ever a whiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does.
Good morning, OKN. 7:48. If you know that song, it's because you've seen the movie.
That's right, The Wizard of Oz.
The Wizard of Oz. It's actually my mom's favorite movie.
Really?
Yeah, it is her favorite. We have memorabilia galore.
Oh, I
of
love
Wizard
that movie
of Oz.
too. I love that movie, but it's also a play.
It is also a play, and not to mention, you can actually see it very soon. In fact, starting. I think we're already kind of rocking and rolling on it. We're already available to see it, and Thursday is that next performance. That's tomorrow. You could literally go tomorrow night and see the Wizard of Oz. Center Stage Alliance is putting it on, and we've got some friends from Center Stage Alliance joining us on virtual video right now. Good morning, friends.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Okay, so let's break
Good
it down. We
morning.
got a lot of people here on the video.
Yes.
We need to break down who's doing what, who's wearing slippers, who's Toto. Break it all down for me now. Who we got here? Jennifer, let's start with you.
Hey, I'm for Grant. I'm the director.
Oh, that's an important role
Okay.
there. That's pretty
All
good.
right.
Chad, I'm going to go to you because you're the next box on my screen.
I am Chad, and I am the Tin Man.
Ah,
Okay.
class. Now, the Tin Man, he doesn't
Doesn't
have
have a
a heart.
Mhm.
Are you a mean guy,
I'm
Chad?
heartless.
Oh, gosh. Oh. And then we've got some other friends in the top right. There's two of you in that box, so I'm not even going to guess here. Give us who you are.
I'm Dorothy. Yes, and I'm the Scarecrow.
And the Scarecrow. Now, y'all have real names besides
Yeah.
Dorothy and Scarecrow.
Unless those are your
Share
given
those
names
with us as
as
well.
My name is Crew, and this is my sister. Echo.
Okay, so
Crew and Echo. Okay.
so Jennifer, share with us kind of the director's cut vision here for Wizard of Oz. What can people expect when they come and see the performance this week?
Amazement, talent galore, just in a good time. I mean, these guys have blown me away every step of the way, from rehearsals. But that first step on stage last Thursday was just, I couldn't be more proud as a director.
What's it like? Like you go through all this prep, you know what I mean? You've practiced the lines, you've rehearsed the movements, you've done the blocking, the technicals, all of it, right? And then like the lights go down for the start of the show. Do you get like the butterflies in the stomach, or what happens to you in that moment?
Go ahead, guys.
Well, I've been in theater for a long time, so I've gotten a lot less butterflies like each time. But opening night, there usually is still butterflies. You're worried, especially depending on what you're doing and how you're doing it and stuff. But Um, at this point, I have gotten a lot more comfortable, but it's really fun to be able to do.
Do y'all have like a pregame routine? Like, is it chug Red Bull right before and then like let the wings fly, or what's the routine?
There's usually a pep talk. There's always one pep talk before each show.
You do the little
And-
theater
and
circle
the-
before the show. Everybody gets ready, gets hyped, and excited to go.
Now, everybody knows Dorothy from the movie, I would imagine. That pretty big shoes to fill, no pun intended. But how are the shoes? Are they red and are they shiny, or?
They are. They're beautiful. They're red sequins with a little bow on it.
And Chad, how about you? Do they have you in a full-fledged tin aluminum costume running around on that stage, or what's that like for you?
Yeah, it's definitely tin. No, it's not tin. It is a fabric costume that's all shiny and metallic looking. So the big thing actually for myself, for crew, the scarecrow, and the person playing the lion, that all three of us, we start as another character. We start as a friend of Dorothy that's in real life Kansas. And we all have to, when the tornado comes, have to run off stage and quickly do a costume change, get makeup on, and totally change. And for myself, it's like I've got like all the costume, but then I have to also get that silver makeup to make myself not look like me, make myself look like a tin man.
There's a
That's
lot
the thing
of
about
us.
this one. Most of the makeup happens after the curtain opens for these guys. So
Oh, in real time? Oh,
Yeah,
Witch
yeah.
and Tin Man and Scarecrow and Lion, they all have quick changes. So that was another fun logistic
Yeah,
that we had
there's
to
a-
figure out.
There's a lot of special effects in the movie, right? There's the tornado, there's the witch, the Wicked Witch of the West melts at some point. Spoiler alert if you've never seen the movie. That's been out for like 100 years. Yes. So like how do you guys handle those kind of special effects during live theater?
The best we can, really. I mean, so we have a fun take on a tornado. We have an amazing dancer who dances our tornado. He's simply amazing. He does the little dance, and of course, we have Tech flying through a stuffed cow, and some picket fences, and then our witch melts at the end. She's Kim Stroud is our witch, and she's simply amazing. She was born to play this role.
It's a great example of the ability of people kind of coming together, right? The fun of it all, right? While also exercising skills and talents and getting, new life skills for folks that maybe don't have it yet. But for Center Stage Alliance, Jennifer, the mission statement being, we exist to create and unite through the arts. What's it like working with Center Stage Alliance, just generally as far as a performing arts center?
It's pretty amazing. We all do it because we love theater, but what I found with Center Stage is you build a family on top of that, and we've built an amazing family with this cast and crew, and it's just fun to be able to go play and do something that you enjoy so much, and Center Stage gives us that outlet to do it. It's a simply amazing organization, and we're all volunteers. We don't get paid for this. We do it because we love it.
And so tomorrow through Saturday, and then Sunday, there's a matinee as well. So there are still, if I do the math on that, 4 more shows left still?
That's right. Yeah. So Thursday through Saturday, like you said, 7:30 at Mac Gray Auditorium, and then Sunday at 3 p.m.
Okay, and so for the we're kind of midway through the performance, if you would. What tweaks do we need to make? Do we need to switch to the Wicked Witch of the East instead of the West?
Yeah, we're gonna switch to
Should
the
we
East.
switch it up just to kind of throw a curveball in here?
Drop the
or
house on somebody else this time.
Would that be too much of a change, you think, for the audience? What do you think?
Too much of a change.
Too much of a change. Is this a straight play or is it a musical as well?
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said, is this a
What?
straight play or is this a musical as well?
It's a musical.
So
Yeah.
is it all the
Yeah.
songs from the movie that we all know and love that you guys are singing to? Oh, that's
Yes.
awesome.
All
Yeah,
right, so-
this version that we're doing is as close to the movie as it gets in terms of the play. So yeah, you go and you see, and it's just like watching the movie.
Echo, you got any inspiration for the music? Are you a T-Swift fan, or kind of what do you do for like vocal warm-ups?
Well, I've actually been singing and doing voice since I was quite young, so I have a great voice teacher who has helped me with the songs like Over the Rainbow and things. And so I mainly stick to that routine, but then I also have inspiration from like Billie Eilish, Harry Styles, and just the people that I listen to.
I can barely walk and chew gum. I definitely can't do two tasks at the same time most days.
Sing and dance at the same time?
How can it? So working through that, right? Singing and dancing at the same time, and you progress through. Any of you, feel free to share that process of learning the lines, right? Practicing. What's all that like? Do you love that part? Do you not like that part? Just share your insights with that kind of process.
The hardest part from singing and dancing is keeping your breath because you lose breath very easily. Especially me because I'm falling down and getting up a lot as Scarecrow. I'm usually pretty out of breath by the end of the song, but if you do any sort of cardio workout or just a walk a day, that usually helps.
Well, and Scarecrow doesn't
but
have
keep it-
lungs, right? Too isn't that his thing? Is he
Scarecrow
doesn't-
didn't have a brain.
Oh, brain.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He's
Okay.
got lungs, no
Okay,
brain.
lungs are good. No
Yeah.
brain. Okay, got it. Sorry. How about you, Chad? Because you're a giant Tin Man running around on the stage. What about for you and the singing and the dancing and the moving and the grooving and all of it?
A lot of that, the rehearsal process is, a lot of the rehearsal process is one from what Jennifer said about building that family. It's like you build that cast family. You figure out who else in the cast, and you learn to be able to trust each other as you're working together to create this show. And then you have your homework at home of learning your lines, learning the songs, start working on that. But one thing I've been doing for Tin Man is just working on just kind of like, okay, how does Tin Man walk? How does he move? And we have this restriction of like, okay, you're someone who rusts up easy, you're more stiff, more robotic, and finding ways of incorporating that into what we need to do for the show.
Thank you, thank you all for coming in and sharing the information
Absolutely.
with us about the performance, the Wizard of Oz Center Stage Alliance. Echo, crew, Chad, Jennifer, break a leg.
Yes,
I know
break
I
a
was supposed
leg.
to say that before, but I'll say break a leg tomorrow night and every night thereafter, and the matinee on Sunday. Again, thank you so much. CenterStageAlliance.org. That's the website. And can people buy tickets at the door if they arrive? Is that okay?
Yeah, you can buy tickets online at centerstagealliance.org, or you can buy them at the door.
Okay, perfect. Break a leg. Have a great show. Thank you again for joining us this morning.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, good morning, fam. So that's 1 hour down. We
There
got
you
some
go.
more friends coming in. Next hour, we've got Chase Myers, WSIC meteorologist, coming in. We got to talk about these wildfires. We've got to talk about the burn ban a little bit and what's going on there. Because you don't want to go outside on these beautiful spring nights. We'll say, look, it feels like fall almost outside, and you don't want to be lighting fires out there if you're not supposed to. So we're going to kind of give you the inside of what's going on. We're going to chat with Chase Myers and see where things are at. Bill Russell, president of the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce, also host of Town Talk, is going to join us at 8:15. We'll chat with him, see what's going on with the chamber, and see what's going on for his show today, Town Talk. Pathway Homes. Again, inventory and supply is a big conversation, and so you might be looking for a home. You might know somebody with a home. Let's see what Pathway is up to. They've got some great inventory, it looks like, coming to the Troutman area in particular. So we'll talk to them about that subdivision. And then Patrick Reynolds, host of the Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday, 9 to 11. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries, you hang out with Patrick Reynolds. That's the way to win those Merlefest tickets.
That is the way.
Is by celebrating birthdays and anniversaries. Get that name on the prize wheel. Then on Friday, double down, spin again, win those Merlefest tickets. Also this Saturday, come visit Patrick at Snooze Mattress in Cornelius. There you have your chance to win Merlefest tickets too. Besides that, I got a tinkle.
Over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind.
I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News. About a security breach in a Trump administration group chat about military action in Yemen that mistakenly allowed a journalist in. It'll be a big issue at a House Intel hearing into worldwide threats. The day after one in the Senate, where Democrat Mark Warner questioned Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard.
There was no classified material that was shared in that
So then, if
signal
there are no
check.
classified material, share it with the committee.
You can't have it both ways. These are important jobs. This is our national security.
Gabbard and CIA Director John Ratcliffe will face more questions in the House about the chat they were on with National Security Advisor Mike Waltz, who still has President Trump's support, while taking responsibility for inadvertently inviting Atlantic editor Jeffrey Goldberg into the chat. And Waltz tells Fox,
"You've got somebody else's number on someone else's contact, so of course I didn't see this loser in the group. It looked like someone else. Now, whether he did it deliberately or it happened in some other technical mean is something we're trying to figure out."
Now, President Trump has signed an executive order likely to face legal challenges from some states.
Requiring proof of citizenship in federal elections. It requires government-issued proof of U.S. citizenship on voter registration forms. It also calls on states to work with federal agencies to share voter lists and to prosecute election crimes. Plus, it threatens to pull federal funding from states where election officials don't comply.
That's Fox's Brooke Singman. Another Trump executive order directs the FBI to release the files from what he's long called a witch hunt. The investigation that began in 2016 and led to a special counsel investigation into alleged Trump campaign collusion with Russia.
This was total weaponization. It's a disgrace. Should never happen in this country. But now you'll be able to see for yourselves, all declassified.
People have fled flames in North Carolina. Wildfires have prompted evacuations in Polk and Henderson counties and other blaze burns in South Carolina, but it is much worse in South Korea, where a wildfire disaster has killed 24 people. America's listening to Fox News.
One of life's greatest mysteries has finally been solved.
Who let the dogs out? Spruce, spruce, spruce.
It's Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer that's safe for use around people and pets. When used as directed, spray the leaves for visible results in just 1 hour and dead weeds in just 1 day. You spray, they play. Weeds die by the next day. Find Spruce wherever weed killers are sold.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
The chair of the National Transportation Safety Board, Jennifer Homendy, will testify at a House hearing starting next hour, with airline safety a big issue following the mid-air Washington, D.C. collision between a regional flight and an American and an Army helicopter. And also, they'll discuss other small plane crashes likely and some near collisions. 1 year ago today, our top story was a crash in Baltimore when a cargo ship ran into a bridge.
The disaster unfolded in the early hours of March 26 of last year and in seconds obliterated Baltimore's Francis Scott Key Bridge, which took 5 years to build. It devastated the families of several men working on the bridge and hit a major shipping hub.
Dispatch, the whole bridge just fell down.
Calls like that on Broadcastify reaching emergency teams around 1:30 in the morning after the Dali container ship lost power and struck a critical column of the bridge. Police working construction detail nearby were able to block traffic on either side, but the warning didn't reach the construction crew on the bridge in time. 6 people lost their lives. 2 survived, a construction worker and a repair supervisor. Lillian Wu, Fox News.
The Senate has confirmed 2 doctors. One of them is going to lead the FDA.
Dr. Marty McCary is the new Food and Drug Administration commissioner, getting the thumbs up from the Senate on Tuesday night in a 56-44 vote. 3 Democrats joined Republicans to confirm McCary, who is a Johns Hopkins University surgeon and researcher. During his hearing, Democrats pressed him about the abortion medication mifepristone, as well as vaccines, which he largely expressed support for, saying, quote, vaccines save lives, and any child who dies of a vaccine-preventable illness is a tragedy in the modern era. Dr. Jay Bhattacharya was also confirmed to lead the National Institutes of Health with a vote of 53-47, getting no votes from Democrats. Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
Now on Wall Street this morning, stock futures, they have been moving up and down. They're now mixed. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
Plenty of sunshine as we go through the middle of the week on this hump day, although a cooler day of weather for sure. High temperatures in the mid and upper 60s. Don't be caught off guard by the wind either. Wind gusts on the order of about 20 to 30 miles per hour through the middle of the day and into the afternoon. High fire danger continues, so bottom line, just don't burn. Statewide burn ban, of course, still in effect. Overnight low temperatures will fall down into the upper 30s and low 40s, back to the low 70s for your Thursday. That's your forecast. The WSIC Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Lowry Drug is a source for excellent pharmacy services. We have served the Statesville community since 1959. We have attentive customer service, a state-of-the-art compounding laboratory, and the Dispill medication packaging system that takes the work out of medication management for those using medication planners. We do it for you. Come see us at Lowry Drug in Statesville. Call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
Morning pep talk for Lake Norman, Statesville, with Justin, Bill, and Mamie now on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, OKN. 8:06. Happy Wednesday to you. My goodness, flying through the middle of the week. Cars moving up and down the highway. Probably we're going to get a look at the streets at 8:15 with Jeff. But one of the things you need to know about is there's some weather things going on. And we've got WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers joining us this morning. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Hey, guys. How are y'all on this fine Wednesday?
I want to say another day in paradise, but not necessarily paradise for some. The idea of a wildfire becoming more and more terrifying. Is it new for there to be wildfires in North Carolina?
It's not a new thing. It's kind of like anything. I think we're a little more aware of it just because of the channels, that we see it on. There's so much social media, there's so much internet, and there's so much availability to actually report on it. So it's not necessarily a new thing. It's been happening for a while. It happens every year, especially in the mountains. But now when you talk about dry conditions that really persisted for a while, our weather is just sort of aiding in the increased risk. So you're hearing more about it.
All right, so give us then the lay of the land right now of wildfires in North Carolina. Last I had seen, there were like 3 designated fires because they name them, and then you get into the whole containment concept. Can you give us an update of what North Carolina's looking at with wildfires?
Well, actually, I was kind of studying up again on it this morning. Of course, the ones that everybody's heard about, of course, are the Polk County fires and the Henderson County fires. So those have been really big. And then just over the border down to our neighbors in South Carolina, the Table Rock fire has been really big. That has actually gotten more serious over in the last 24 hours. There are several evacuations ongoing in those areas for many folks. So that one's pretty bad down to our south. But when you talk about North Carolina, in fact, just a moment ago, I was over on the North Carolina Forest Service website just looking up some of the latest data. And, there are countless wildfires happening across North Carolina. Now, some of them may be really small. They may just be a little brush fire in a neighborhood or something like that. But any of those can quickly get out of control. Of course, the big ones, like I just mentioned, the Polk County fires and the Henderson County fires. And at last check, there's still 3 of those that are burning and still largely uncontained. And those have actually prompted evacuations for our state as well. So Henderson County has evacuations going on right now. Polk County, of course, has evacuations going on. And at one point over the weekend, there was talk about some potential evacuations up in Rockingham and Stokes County along the North Carolina-Virginia border. Thankfully, those fires are contained at this point. But still, the Polk County fire, the Henderson County fires are going to take a while to contain. And when you talk about containment, a lot of people say, okay, well, it's 30% contained or it's 20% contained. What does that mean? And even when it's 100% contained, that doesn't mean that the fire is out. So if you looked at all or maybe studied or heard at all about news efforts and kind of what the news outlets are reporting, as far as containment, they bring in bulldozers and tons of equipment, and they draw what we call containment lines. And so that may be anything to help the fire to stop spreading further and further, maybe down a mountain or toward homes or toward businesses. So the goal is to keep it from moving in a direction or not. And that's what it means by containment. So it doesn't mean that the fire is 50%, 70%, so on out. It just means that it's contained and easily more controllable. And at that point, the goal you really just have to let it burn out. So it'll take a while. We talked a couple weeks ago about what was going on down in South Carolina with the Carolina Forest wildfire. That one is actually still, at this point, even though it's contained, it's still burning. So there's still some smoldering, there's still some smoke. And so you're going to smell that. You're going to smell that and see that for a while down in that neck of the woods, and even in our mountains. Once these get contained, you'll still be able to see and smell smoke for a while.
I'm going to ask a question that might be a little dumb, because I know how the bag like that was on my front porch that was lit on fire. I know how that fire was started, but the like natural wildfires, is that like the Lord sending down fire from the heavens, or is like how does that happen? How do wildfires happen?
It is so easy, and a lot of these happen by just just straight up negligence. A lot of people burning fires in camping areas where they're not supposed to burn, this, that, and the other. But a lot of these start from anything as simple as somebody flicking a cigarette butt out the window. Maybe honestly, it sounds crazy, but let's say you're mowing and there's a spark. Your blade hits the concrete and it creates that spark. Anything that creates a spark like that, even though it's so minute and so small, it doesn't take a lot. And when we talk about weather in terms of fire weather, especially the western counties of North Carolina down to South Carolina today have what we call an elevated fire risk. So right now you just kind of have to take things at face value. We have gusty winds. We have very dry air. We haven't had really good measurable rain in a while. We still have a lot of that winter starter on the ground. And what we mean by that is leaves, brush, limbs, that kind of thing. And it's easy for the wind to take that spark and carry it. So everything is a chain reaction. So it doesn't take very much. It's something so small, so minute, with one big gust of wind, it can quickly get out of control.
And so right now in North Carolina, the burn ban's taking place. Do you have any info? Can you educate us even just generally on those burn bans? What does it mean? What are some of those rules?
Yeah, so that's for the entire state of North Carolina. That's every single county, every neighborhood. That's everybody. And that has been put in place until further notice. So really until our weather pattern changes and we get some measurable rain or some active weather, that burn ban is going to stay in place. So that means that any open burning, that means even controlled burns are canceled, called off. Even if you have gone and gotten a burning permit that's been approved, that's been canceled. That's null and void even at this point. So all burning across the state is illegal. Now, that doesn't mean they're sending people out looking for it, but if there's, if your neighbor reports you, if you're burning and your neighbor reports you for burning trash or burning leaves or something, they will come and they will cite you. It will be a fine. So it's illegal right now. And now that's South Carolina has done that as well. That state has followed suit. So all the Carolinas are under a burn ban until it's not.
Yeah, Bill said he would definitely snitch on everybody, so don't even try it with him for sure.
He sounds like that kind of guy.
So if we're looking for reprieve from the weather, then give us the forecast then for the rest of this week. Is there any reprieve in sight? Is there any rain in sight for us coming in the next few days?
Yeah, there's no reprieve at least until the back half of the weekend. We're dry and warm. We're cooler, and not only is it dry, it doesn't necessarily have to be hot for fires to start. The humidity is really, really low. And that's just because we don't really have any moisture around. I mean, if you look up in the sky, it's hard to find a cloud. So dry weather is going to persist. We're going to get warmer even as we get toward the end of the week. We'll be in the 70s Friday, near 80 on Saturday. There is an opportunity for us to get some scattered showers on Sunday. It doesn't look like a lot. And then another opportunity, again, on Monday and early next week, it looks like we'll have some rain, maybe a thunderstorm chance to watch, too. Those would be our next best opportunities to help get some relief from this. But I mean, even if you think back to Monday this week, right, we had some rain, but it was very, very minimal. So it's going to take a good dousing of rain, a good rainy day to help alleviate some of this.
WSIC meteorologist Chase Myers, thank you for all you do, Chase. Thank you for keeping our listeners apprised of everything going on weather-wise and giving us the insight on these burn bans. I mean, definitely good to know, and you want to let people know. There's a lot of people who like the outdoors around here, and so let them know about those burn bans, keeping them apprised, and obviously thoughts and prayers for the families and anybody affected by the wildfires.
Absolutely.
Chase, thanks again for joining us this morning. Have a great day, sir.
Thanks, guys. Have a good day and don't burn.
All right. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. And that bag on my front porch, I'm still, I think I know who knows where that one came from, and he's coming up next. Bill Russell, President of the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce. He'll help us get to the bottom of this one.
WSIC. Local starts here.
Plenty of sunshine as we go through the middle of the week on this hump day, although a cooler day of weather for sure. High temperatures in the mid and upper 60s. Don't be caught off guard by the wind either. Wind gusts on the order of about 20 to 30 miles per hour through the middle of the day and into the afternoon. High fire danger continues, so bottom line, just don't burn. Statewide burn ban, of course, still in effect. Overnight low temperatures will fall down into the upper 30s and low 40s. Back to the low 70s for your Thursday. That's your forecast. The WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Listen, save, enjoy. The WSIC app. Available now in your app store.
Here is your WSIC community calendar. Your live music performance weekend kicks off Thursday, March 27th at Bin 110 in Cornelius. Pluto for Planet headlines the Thursday night show, while Push takes the stage on Friday, and Little Johnny Trailer Trash is your Saturday artist. Join Lake Norman's finest local bands at Bin 110 in Cornelius Thursday through Saturday. On Friday night, the Wine Maestro in Statesville presents a performance by musician William Neesmith. The set list will include your favorite classics as well as hits from today. Enjoy live music at the Wine Maestro in Statesville at 7 p.m. Friday night. Come on out and meet the WSIC team on Saturday at Snooze Mattress on West Catawba Avenue in Cornelius. We will be doing a Merlefest ticket giveaway, so stop by and sign up. I am looking forward to meeting you on Saturday at Snooze Mattress in Cornelius from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday night, the 500 Club in Statesville presents live music with Tanya Wood and Fortune 5. Combining music and energy, Fortune 5 plays beloved classics and contemporary hits, creating an unforgettable experience. Enjoy live music at 6 p.m. Saturday at the 500 Club with a performance by Fortune 5. The Auto Fair, presented by Camping World, is back at Charlotte Motor Speedway Thursday, April 3rd through Saturday, April 5th. The show brings together the car community in a celebration of their shared passion for all things automotive. Don't miss the Heritage Invitational, where iconic cars from all eras are gathered for up-close viewing. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for Auto Fair tickets and more information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Merlefest 2025, presented by Window World, returns April 24th through the 27th in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear the Avett Brothers, Bonnie Raitt, The Dead South, Watch House, Wyatt Floors, I'm With Her, Leftover Salmon, The Warren Treaty, The Steel Drivers, and many more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
Want to talk with Justin, Bill, or Mamie? Give them a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:18. Happy Wednesday to you. Let's see if there's any fires going on the streets right now. RideICATS.com. Alternative transportation, $3 each day, each way to commute from Iredell County down to the city of Charlotte. Cruising in the HOV lane with Jeff. Good morning, sir. How are things looking now?
Good morning. No accidents to report, but there is some heavy congestion. 77 southbound. Mooresville from around Langtree, really all the way down to about Gilead Road in Huntersville. There's different areas of stop-and-go traffic throughout that area. If you're going into the city of Charlotte, 77 and 85, traffic is slow going into the city this morning. 77 northbound from Gilead Road up through Cornelius, heavy congestion in that area this morning. Besides that, secondary roads, Statesville, Troutman, Mooresville, everything looks good.
Awesome, Jeff. Pace and pants definitely required. I want to give you the update. We spoke with Chase Myers, WSIC's meteorologist, previously. Burn ban in place, Jeff.
Yes.
So don't be letting people say that it's okay to be burning stuff. They shouldn't be right now in North Carolina.
Well, no. In fact, a friend of mine, their church in Statesville off of Davie Avenue, somebody threw a cigarette out and caught their yard on fire.
Oh, my.
So, yeah, I just saw something on Facebook this morning about it. So, yeah, I'm not a smoker, but if you're a smoker, please don't throw your cigarette out because it is really dry and we don't need any fires.
No, we do not, Jeff. Thank you for that insight. And we so appreciate you looking after everybody on the streets. And we'll connect with you tomorrow at 7:15.
All right. You guys have a great day.
You too, sir. Take care. RideICATS.com. $1 from your front door each day to run errands around Iredell County. You got to schedule it. RideICATS.com. I don't know if he was Bill Russell, president of Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce. Were you ever a smoker? Just with the top down, I'm thinking like the 80s. You know what I mean? You got the ciggy butt hanging out of the mouth.
He's more a cigar guy.
Cigar while driving. Oh, pipe too.
Mm-hmm.
What was that ever your forte?
Yeah, no, I never really was a smoker, but Mamie's right. Occasionally, a glass of bourbon and a fine cigar is something. Sitting back with the boys, chatting.
It's not a bad day.
But that's on occasion. But yeah, that's probably a vice I have. But no, never been into cigarettes.
Well, if you're into cigar, you're into bourbon. There's definitely a few small businesses around the Lake Norman area where you can, indulge and enjoy that if that's what you're into. What's going on with the small business community? Is everybody doing all right?
Well, we were extremely busy yesterday, so we made a trip up to Raleigh. We crafted our 2025 legislative agenda, so we were meeting with a number of our legislators, senators, representatives, then a big reception with them afterwards. But a very productive meeting where we were sharing our concerns as regards transportation, healthcare, issues like that. Another, big issue for us that's been raised is getting a Veterans Affairs office here in North Mecklenburg that we don't currently have, people having to drive down into Charlotte or maybe over to Salisbury if you're a veteran. And then also the magistrate issue is something we've been working on since 2010. It's been funded but not implemented, so we want to get that in gear.
And that would be for the Lake Norman area. Is it Mecklenburg County in particular to have a magistrate, so you're not having to go downtown in essence for our officers?
Yeah, currently if somebody was trying to get a restraining order with a domestic dispute, they got to go down to Charlotte to get that restraining order. So, we still currently our law enforcement has to go down there for that type of issue. So, yeah, we need a magistrate up here.
You mentioned transportation, probably one of the least talked about or smallest topics that exists for our potential area. I did see that Senator Tillis quoted WFAE yesterday. It was announced Republican Tariq Bukhari plans to resign from Charlotte City Council and will become the number 2 transit official in President Donald Trump's Department of Transportation. So again, more leadership from our area, just generally speaking, right? If you're looking at Mecklenburg County, and certainly, is it fair to say what happens in Charlotte with transportation affects the Lake Norman area?
Oh, without question. I mean, Charlotte still has the most votes on the CRTPO, and that's always been a sticking point for us too. That if Charlotte has one other municipality vote with them, that it outvotes the whole region. And I understand the population density, and that's where the votes are determined. But they should not have that kind of that jurisdiction over Cornelius, Davis, and Huntersville to determine what we do with our roads. So that's always been the weighted vote for Charlotte has always been also a sticking point for us.
You've been big on since I've met you, and obviously for years prior to us meeting, big on advocacy for the small business community, for commerce, for the Lake Norman region. You guys going to Raleigh, advocating, Councilman Bukhari getting into leadership, we'll say even at a federal level. Do those kind of things matter for local folks around our area to be involved in the conversation? Does that even help at all in these types of equations?
Oh, it's critical. I mean, and Jeff Hart has continued to share that, when they debate things up in Raleigh, they want to know where is the Chamber of Commerce at on this issue. We met with Representative McNeely, who has a show on your radio, and he had heard from the towns their views on things like relating to the 1-cent sales tax, and he wanted to know what's the business community's views on this. I want to hear how this impacts small business, and so Jeff isn't just looking at how this is going to impact, Iredell County or Mecklenburg County. How is this impacting our businesses? And that's extremely important. So, yeah, the fact that we have 850 members gives us an opportunity to go up there and share a different perspective. We met with one of our senators where we were talking about certain things yesterday, where he said, I had not heard that perspective because he hadn't heard the business perspective on these issues.
Bill Russell, president of the Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce, also host of Town Talk, airs every Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. Fascinated by the show last week. You had Bob Race on, who was there basically in the beginning of when you got started with the Chamber. Yeah. What was that like, being able to sit down and kind of reflect on the history and kind of your journey?
Bob, it was funny when we were talking to Bob. Some of the things that you think about Cornelius with 6,000 people that was the population then, and again the the goats across from town hall, the building they were in that should have been condemned, and some of the things that took place. The General Johnson, chairman of the board, smoking a little doobies back in the back that I had to go in there and tell him to stop. I mean, it was funny stories that happened 25, 30 years ago, and the towns have changed dramatically in terms of that small town feel. But him sharing some of the stories. He was coming straight out of App State, and the town. I mentioned it was almost bankrupt, but you can't be a bankrupt town. You just lose your charter. But they were as close to losing the charter as you could get. The town was broke. And here's a kid out of App State that comes in and pretty much sets the town back on a fiscal standing. And he did an amazing job. Then went back to App State to teach, and then came back and ran it again.
You also had Drew Thigpen on, who is part of the Bailey Road Project, which is obviously a hot topic here for particularly Cornelius. It seems like based on that conversation, it was a lot of reflective of, okay, at that time, 20, 30 years ago, the town was at this kind of precipice moment of, okay, which direction is it going to go? It almost feels like we're in a similar type season right now. Would you agree, disagree with that? What's your thoughts there on where we sit today?
I think there were different issues impacting the town, but one thing that always will impact all the towns is making sure you have a tax balance, between the residential base and the commercial base. You don't want to. You look at the town of Davidson, where it's always been more heavily populated, with the residents paying the fair share of the tax base, and because they didn't have as many businesses, corporations to depend on. Now they've kind of balanced that out a little bit better. But you've got to find that healthy mix. And so, and having the business community, having corporations, having hospitality is able to pick up some of the taxes that you're paying the services. So that's extremely important. And that never ends. And transportation. I mean, you're always playing catch up, and you've talked about it on your show, is that we build things and then we put the roads there. And sort of a backwards approach to growth. But that's the way it's done in North Carolina. And we're always playing catch-up with schools, with roads, all of those things.
Bill Russell, President of Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce. Town Talks from 4 to 5 today. Bill, what's on tap for the show?
Really going to have a real estate show. So we're going to have somebody from Allen Tate. We've got Nikki Calden, and then we also have Jennifer Knock, who's Blue Star Move Management, that helps families downsize if they have empty nesters and going off to college, and maybe you don't quite need the house that you had. And Pat Jackson, who is also with Allen Tate, but he's our public policy chair, went with me to Raleigh yesterday, and he can share some of the things that we talked about with our legislators up there yesterday. It was his first trip to Raleigh as a chamber representative. Obviously, he goes up there quite a bit representing real estate in Allen Tate, but he was wearing a different hat yesterday.
Man, you got Pat Jackson in the policy seat. He walks in there with that New York style. Not good enough. Our people want more. They want more.
Well, and the funny that we had Brian Sisson, who is the chair of the Chamber of Commerce, but he's also the president of Energy United, so he has a utility hat, and he also is a co-owner of a gun range. And so when we were kind of done talking about chamber stuff, they were saying, "Hey, can we ask you these questions as it relates to constitutional carry?" And start asking these gun questions specifically of Brian and getting his expert opinion as it relates to weapons.
Yeah, I always like asking about ammo. It's a good one to always talk to him about, too, for sure. Bill Russell, President of Lake Norman Chamber of Commerce, host of Town Talk. It airs every Wednesday from 4 to 5 p.m. Sounds like another great show on tap for today. If you miss any of the shows, they're available on demand wherever you listen to your podcasts, wherever you watch your videos on social media, and always the WSIC News app. Bill, we so appreciate you stopping by this morning. Quit lighting bags on fire on people's porches, by the way. They don't like it.
Yeah, I remember those days.
We'll see you, sir.
All right, bye.
Stay where you are. There's more Good Morning LKN with Justin, Bill, and Mamie on the way from 105.9.7 WSIC. Local starts here.
Plenty of sunshine as we go through the middle of the week on this hump day, although a cooler day weather for sure. High temperatures in the mid and upper 60s. Don't be caught off guard by the wind either. Wind gusts on the order of about 20 to 30 miles per hour through the middle of the day and into the afternoon. High fire danger continues, so bottom line, just don't burn. Statewide burn ban, of course, still in effect. Overnight temperatures will fall down into the upper 30s and low 40s, back to the low 70s for your Thursday. That's your forecast. The WSIC Weather Center. I'm meteorologist Chase Myers.
Craving a taste of Italy? At Palmadoro's, we serve up scratch-made comfort with every bite. From our hand-tossed pizzas to classic pasta dishes, it's the perfect place to gather your family or just treat yourself. Visit palmadoros.com for menus and hours. Your table's waiting.
Bob McIntosh here with the McIntosh Law Firm in Davidson. Serving this community has been a collective passion of our law firm since 1997. We offer the quality legal services and results you would expect from a large downtown firm, but with a personal, community-focused approach right here at home. The McIntosh Law Firm, your local legal resource.
To learn more about the McIntosh Law Firm, visit McIntoshLawFirm.com.
Harrison's is the home of Work Western and wow! For nearly 30 years, our family has been boots on the ground when it comes to work. We have the largest selection of in-stock boots in the Carolinas and the best workwear brands like Harriet, Carhartt, and Wrangler. Find us on Norman Station Boulevard in Mooresville.
This is Daniel.
And this is Marsha.
From NC Auto Repair. Keep that car running like new this new year by stopping by NC Auto Repair for all your automotive needs. We're now offering a customer loyalty program for your oil changes. If it's automotive related, we can handle it. Stop by and see us at 1015 Davie Avenue or call us at 980-223-2957, NC Auto Repair. And remember, if you want to go far, you've got to service that car.
Spring has sprung, and so have the savings.
Hello. Can you hear me all right?
I can hear you.
Excellent. Let's see. You're coming through just perfect. Is there any way that you could move your camera down just a little bit?
Yep. Is that better?
Yeah, that should work out. Sorry, we got like a lower third with your name on it. I just didn't want it to block your face. But if I need to remove it, I will. So no worries.
All right, no sweat.
Excellent. We're on commercial break right now. I appreciate you taking the time. We'll be back in just about 1 minute. I'm doing quick math here. A minute and 30 seconds.
Okay, great.
All right, thank you. Sit tight. I'm going to keep you muted until we're back on.
Great.
Thanks.
In savings on select Cozy Heat fireplaces, up to $400 on select furnaces, and tankless water heaters starting at only $295. Visit gbeenergy.com to learn more. G&B Energy, family owned and North Carolina grown.
It ain't easy being number one, but we make it look good.
WSIC.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. A new report from Primerica shows that rising costs are weighing on middle-income households. The latest household budget index found that average purchasing power for essentials slipped last month from January, but rose slightly from a year ago. Primerica points to the rising cost of car insurance, utilities, and gasoline, and says that necessities cost middle-income households about $110 more last month than they did in January. President Donald Trump told Newsmax that he plans to limit exceptions to his tariff push. Trump has promised a sweeping tariff announcement next Wednesday, and copper prices rose to a record today, with sources telling Bloomberg that U.S. tariffs on copper imports could be coming within several weeks. Stock futures were fluctuating this morning after the market edged a bit higher in yesterday's trading on Wall Street. The Nasdaq saw the best performance of the three major averages, rising almost 0.5%. The S&P 500 gained almost 0.2%. The Dow was essentially little changed. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
The best talk all day long.
WSIC.
Local starts here. Give us a call now at 844-STUDIO-4. It's Good Morning LKN on 105.9, 100.7 WSIC.
Good morning, LKN. 8:34. Happy Wednesday to you. You know, every day is a great day of the week here in the Lake Norman area.
That's right.
And everybody seems to want to be here right now. Part of the trouble is where do you go? You need a house. You need a place to live.
You gotta have somewhere to live.
And you got to know who's building the best and top-notch homes and provides those opportunities for you to buy and be in this marketplace. Or maybe you start off renting. Maybe you're buying. I don't know, but I think Pathway Homes might have a solution here for folks. Casey Cleary, the Chief Strategy Officer of Pathway Homes, is joining us this morning. Good morning, Casey. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Doing well. Thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. I think it's an amazing opportunity for the community here. From what I've investigated about Pathway Homes, you guys seem to care about quality. Is that fair to say?
100%. Yeah, we think it's important. I mean, people want to live in a home that's high quality that they can feel good about, and that's why we handpick all the homes that we buy and all the communities that we buy and inspect them before people move in so they know what they're getting into.
Would you mind sharing, because Pathway Homes obviously has a presence here in the Lake Norman area, but you are elsewhere as well. And so can you share the history of Pathway Homes with us?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, we just passed our 3rd birthday as a public company, but we've been working on it for 4.5 years. And it starts with our mission, really. Our mission is to help people become homeowners. In today's world, like you said, it's hard to find a good quality home, and rates are high, and there's all these barriers. So we see our mission as taking those barriers away, making it easier for people to become homeowners. We actually started in Atlanta, then Phoenix, Dallas. We're in Florida, North Carolina, and this year we're opening up in Nashville and Denver. So we'll have over 1,000 homes at some point later on this year. And you know, this, especially this time of year with March Madness, I'm thinking about North Carolina, Duke, you know, all this stuff. And Carolina is just an awesome market. And we've really done some great things for our partners and our homeowners there.
Absolutely. And there are barriers even here, even as great as the market is. And part of those barriers is supply. And like you mentioned, interest rates and qualification and that whole process. So Pathway Homes, then, is it a rent to own program? Is that really what makes you guys stand out?
Yeah, I think that's right. In addition to the quality, we also provide free property management as part of the ownership, but you just get access to a home, fair rent, and then if you want to buy the home in 3 years from us, you have the option to do that. There's no obligation, there's no bidding wars, you know what you're getting because you've been living there for a while. In addition, we offer home ownership support. So we've got resources and coaches that can help people with whatever it is standing between them and home ownership. Not accounting for the home itself, right? So that could be budget planning, help with credit, student loan, but most importantly, just putting you in touch with a loan officer that understands where you're at, what your journey is, and the nuances of being in a rent-to-own program like Pathway.
And you have the opportunity to see Pathway Homes' inventory. They've got a subdivision, Colonial Crossing, that's located in Troutman, North Carolina. And Tuesdays and Thursdays between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. at 121 North Sinus Street in Troutman, you can check out these beautiful homes. And
New construction homes,
so
too.
you guys have inventory available or coming online shortly in the Troutman marketplace?
That's right, 100%. We have a bunch of different floor plans, different sizes, different layouts. So I think we've got something for everybody in the area, all the way up from a 5-bedroom and down to a 3-bedroom, as low as $1,850 a month in rent. We also have this Saturday. We have our final March Madness. I know March Madness goes a few more weeks, but it's the last weekend in March. It's kind of spilled into April. We have our March Madness open house this weekend too. Same time, 10 to 3. Out there in Colonial Crossing. It's a great community. You're close to Lake Norman. We really think it's great, and hope hope people can make it out there this weekend between the games.
And so you mentioned the rental concept. So let's say someone's new to Pathway Homes, or they've heard about you guys now, and they want to investigate what that journey would be like. Can you walk us through that process? Someone looks at a house, they say, "Man, I really like this. What now?"
We try to keep it really easy. I mean, we have pretty standard rental approval to get in, 3 times rent coverage. We also have things that we do special, especially in this market where you've got a lot of essential workers, to make it easier for folks to get in. So lower rent coverage thresholds, 600 credit score, and we really work with our customers to help get them in the home. Our team, we have dedicated staff members. They're amazing. If you've met Dr. Terry and the team, you'll know what I'm talking about. But we really help customers get in and make it easy. a simple rental approval. You don't have to go through mortgage. You don't have to go through any of that stuff. We just want to make it easier for you to get into the home. It's an online application, pretty straightforward.
And so you mentioned that there's an option that's involved in here that someone can buy at some point in the future.
That's correct. So if you want to rent and just be a renter, that's fine as well. There's no obligation. After 3 years, you'll have the option to buy the home from us. So it's just a market-based option. We have a floor price that the home has to be above, but if the home is worth a certain amount, and that's what it appraises for, that's what you buy it for.
It's amazing because that concept of basically a lease purchase, right, is technically what we're looking at here. That's the way my wife and we had bought our first home. It was a townhouse in 2012. She was a kindergarten teacher at the time. I was broke out of law school and had no job yet, and so she was the one who we qualified under. And because there was this type of unique scenario of renting first with the mindset of we want to buy this home eventually, but we need to work our way there. And so we had that opportunity back then. So I love this idea of a program for people to be able to get into like that. But the problem is I see here your other subdivision in Charlotte, Creedmoor Hills, that's already sold out. So it looks like inventory does go pretty quick for you guys.
You got to move fast if you want one of these houses.
Yeah, no, Creedmoor, McKee Creek, same thing. I think that market, you guys know it, you live there. It's just such a great place to live. There's great job opportunities. People are moving to the area. So, it's really exciting. And I think, our goal is to just continue to add inventory into that market so we can continue to serve more and more people and help more people on that path to home ownership.
We're talking with Casey Cleary, Chief Strategy Officer for Your Pathway. Yourpathway.com for Pathway Homes. Colonial Crossing, a new community in Troutman, rent-to-own program, so you have the option to purchase at some point in the future, and it's a wonderful opportunity if you're looking for new housing inventory here. Pathway Homes, again, located in Troutman. Are you a real estate guy prior to this, or was Pathway your first venture into real estate, or you tell me?
Yeah, so my career has kind of bounced all over the place between finance and consulting. But prior to this, I was at a venture firm that focused on bringing technology into the real estate world. I spent most of my time focused on residential, but I also looked at commercial real estate. And before I joined Pathway, I had the opportunity to work on the space and understand what it was. We spent a year and a half designing and developing the business plan, with our backers. And I think what I learned, honestly, is it's just such a big need out there in the world, and it's been that way for a while. I actually think today it's a bigger opportunity, which means it's a bigger challenge. Finding the quality home, navigating the financing process, it's all really difficult for consumers. And meanwhile, like you said, just the supply side of the equation, it's just so challenged, especially in these markets like, the broader Charlotte Metrolina area, where so many people are moving there. It's such a great place to live, but there's just not a lot of homes, especially for that first-time home buyer. So there's really a big long-term opportunity to serve those customers and help them on that path to home ownership. And I think it's going to be there for a while. So I was drawn to it because of that. And, I also just the opportunity to serve customers in that way. So
the part of the quality is both the interior of these homes, and when I look at these photos, you guys are obviously doing top quality as far as the interior of the home goes, bells and whistles, features inside, but the communities themselves, right? That's also important because, it's not just the inside of the house, but you're going to drive in and out of that subdivision, that community every single day. How much emphasis do you guys put into the community layout and those kind of subdivision plans and amenities and features? How much are you guys thinking about that as part of the equation too?
Very much so. So first off, we'll look at the community before we look at the floor plans and make sure that those are the floor plans that people want in the market where it is. And what people care about is, proximity to work. As you said, the amenities in the community. A lot of times that's outdoor spaces, playgrounds. A lot of folks move out there with their families, pets, whether it's a dog path. But a lot of times people are really just looking for a yard, their own garage, and the opportunity to be close to things that are nearby, right? So that could be restaurants, it could be, community centers, schools, all these things come into consideration. So when we look at a community, all of those factors are part of the equation. And then like you said, you got to look at the home, and we're only working with high quality builders that have good finishes, good, the right appliances, granite countertops, good flooring, all that stuff, because that's what people want. If you're going to buy a home in 3 years, you want a home that's going to, not only it's in high quality when you get in there, obviously we'll help take care of it, but this is a good home for the long term and a good investment for people, both to live there with us, but also to buy it 3 years down the line.
Casey Cleary, Chief Strategy Officer for Pathway Homes, yourpathway.com. Colonial Crossing, located in Troutman, North Carolina. You have your opportunity to see the property 10 to 3 each day, and you can connect with them, yourpathway.com. Rent to own model that's available in the local community. Casey, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Excited to learn more about Pathway Homes and hoping for the best for you and your team in the future.
My pleasure. Thanks so much, you guys.
All right, take care.
Yep, bye now.
All right, good morning, fam. Patrick Reynolds is up next. Win those Merle Fest tickets. You're going to want to. I'll tell you how.
Lake Norman's finest local bands at Bin 110 in Cornelius, Thursday through Saturday. On Friday night, the Wine Maestro in Statesville presents a performance by musician William Neesmith. The set list will include your favorite classics as well as hits from today. Enjoy live music at the Wine Maestro in Statesville at 7 p.m. Friday night. Come on out and meet the WSIC team on Saturday at Snooze Mattress on West Catawba Avenue in Cornelius. We will be doing a Merlefest ticket giveaway, so stop by and sign up. I am looking forward to meeting you on Saturday at Snooze Mattress in Cornelius from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. Saturday night, the 500 Club in Statesville presents live music with Tanya Wood and Fortune 5. Combining music and energy, Fortune 5 plays beloved classics and contemporary hits, creating an unforgettable experience. Enjoy live music at 6 p.m. Saturday at the 500 Club with a performance by Fortune 5. The Auto Fair, presented by Camping World, is back at Charlotte Motor Speedway Thursday, April 3rd through Saturday, April 5th. The show brings together the car community in a celebration of their shared passion for all things automotive. Don't miss the Heritage Invitational, where iconic cars from all eras are gathered for up-close viewing. Visit charlottemotorspeedway.com for Auto Fair tickets and more information. To keep up with all the events happening around the community and much more, including amazing local deals, download the WSIC News app today.
Merlefest 2025, presented by Window World, returns April 24th through the 27th in Wilkesboro, North Carolina. Hear the Avett Brothers, Bonnie Raitt, the Dead South, Watch House, Wyatt Floors, I'm With Her, Leftover Salmon, the Warren Treaty, the Steel Drivers, and many more. For tickets, visit merlefest.org.
They're back. More of Justin, Bill, and Mamie now. It's Good Morning LKN from WSIC. Local starts here.
Good morning, LKN. 8:48. Thanks again to Casey Cleary, Chief Strategy Officer for Pathway Homes, yourpathway.com. Rent to own home model, their opportunity. Troutman, Colonial Crossing is the subdivision.
Yes.
The homes look fantastic, too.
They look gorgeous,
If you
too.
go to yourpathway.com, you can check them out
What do
and
you
see.
say, 1850 starting?
Yeah, starting at $850 for rent, right?
That's not bad.
That's
for
not
a house,
compared to
whole
some of
house?
the numbers you see.
Compared to some of the apartments out there, too.
He was talking about 5-bedroom units they have, too, within their
Yes.
subdivision. When's the last time you've seen 5 bedrooms being built like that, right?
I could use a couple more.
All the way down to 3 bedrooms. I could use a sandwich right now. That would be
Okay.
phenomenal. Someone who could make it for me, Martha Stewart,
Martha
possibly.
Stewart. Okay, wait. Before we play this video, tell me what you think Martha Stewart's favorite sandwich is going to be.
BLT.
A BLT. All right. What do you think Martha Stewart's favorite sandwich is going to be?
I'll say roast beef.
Roast beef. All right, let's look at it. You're both wrong.
I don't have any audio, too.
I have no audio.
Serious Scrabble
All right, here we go.
tournament. Spread the bread
All right, here we
with
go.
sweet butter.
Sweet
and
butter.
then slice a pungent white onion.
white onion.
My favorite sandwich for late night
Favorite
Scrabble.
sandwich.
onion on white bread.
Onion
Every
on
one
white
of us
bread.
has a
That's her favorite sandwich.
And
What?
some of us like things just a little bit offbeat. It was really my father's favorite sandwich.
I don't think her dad liked it that
in
much.
the middle of the night when we were in a great big serious Scrabble tournament. Spread the bread with sweet butter.
There you go.
And then slice
That's
a
it.
pungent
Your
white onion.
face,
My
Justin.
favorite sandwich for late night Scrabble.
There you go. Who would have guessed her favorite sandwich was butter and onion?
The worst
Your
sandwich
face.
combination I have ever heard of. And I don't like to disrespect people, but Martha, what
Martha,
are you
I
doing?
know. Of all the sandwiches Martha would
Lock her back up. Are you kidding me? No way.
Is it just so you have like the worst breath while playing Scrabble, so the other person just gets up and leaves?
I'm a hold the onion type of guy.
I
so
am a
this
hold
is,
the
yeah,
onion. I cannot
thumbs
eat.
down.
I
No.
can't eat a straight raw onion. It's not even cooked.
This is going to be one of those examples of, she's what, a multi-cajillionaire
Yeah.
or something like that?
Yeah.
She's tried everything under the sun.
So now just onion sandwiches.
She's just trying to feel something.
I just think
That's
her
all
dad
it
didn't
is.
like her that much. Bless her
Gosh.
heart.
Now she
Gosh.
is going back and forth with like a white onion and
a red onion.
And a red onion. So
Pungent though. That's the thing. It's got to be pungent.
I prefer to
onion.
cry when I make my sandwiches.
Oh my
That's what I
goodness.
prefer to
Did
do.
you have it? My dad did banana and mayonnaise sandwiches growing up, which
I've
was
heard of those.
So gross.
Yeah.
But it's like a southern thing. I know, the outside dog and bananas and mayonnaise. It was like a peanut butter and banana, but then his twist on it is he would add mayonnaise to the other.
No,
side.
that's a great. I couple that with my boiled hot dogs. That's what I like to do there.
You like
what-
spaghetti on your tacos too.
I do like
We
spaghetti
all
on
like a
my
little. What's
tacos.
your like offbeat? Kinda?
Offbeat. I remember as a kid, I don't like them anymore, but my brother and sister thought this was so gross. But I used to have sandwiches of cream cheese and jelly.
Cream cheese and jelly?
Yeah, like a grape or an
Yeah.
orange
I do that on
jelly with a
toast.
cream cheese.
Oh, I'll do that on toast. Oh,
And
yeah.
I used to
On
eat
a
those a
bagel
lot.
too. Yeah, you've
Mm.
done that on a bagel too. It's
Yeah.
not. It's not the weirdest.
It's
thing
not the
ever.
weirdest,
No,
but
it's not an onion sandwich.
I remember my brother and sister telling it's
That's just
gross.
terrible.
Yeah.
I used to just eat straight cheese, just cheese and white bread, not a grilled
Yeah.
cheese,
Just
a cheese sandwich.
cold sandwich, but
Yep,
just slice of
just a
cheese.
cheese
Yeah.
sandwich. That was probably the weirdest thing. And you had to put.
It's not bad.
You got to put chips on it though.
Yeah.
I still go back to the classic peanut butter and jelly. Like I think that's a great thing just to
Yeah.
kind of have in your pocket. You know what I mean? If you need one,
pocket
you
sandwich.
just pull it out if you need something.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and jelly is that classic. You could just have it.
Absolutely.
You know what else is classic?
What's that?
The Home Ad Show, Monday through Friday, 9
Yes, it
to
is.
11. Whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating birthdays and anniversaries. Celebrating. Speaking of, yesterday was
A birthday.
All right, so that's 2 in a row on birthdays this
No,
week.
anniversary one Monday.
Oh, anniversary one. That's
Yes,
right.
yes.
But anniversaries are making their way toward the prize wheel again. Are they calling in? Are people getting married around here?
We
at all?
had a big surge around St. Patty's. There were a lot of St. Patty's Day anniversaries last week. Then we had one. It was Monday. We had one anniversary contestant that happened to win. Yesterday was back to all birthdays for the contestants. So we'll see.
Well, the birthdays are winning out closer and closer to Friday. That opportunity to double down on the wheel. You win the birthday or anniversary prize wheel throughout the week. Well, your name gets entered then on Fridays to be able to win Merle Fest tickets right now. But that's not the only way to win Merle Fest tickets. You also can hang out with Patrick Reynolds this Saturday. Snooze Mattress. Are you ready to take a nap on Saturday?
I'm ready to take a nap every day, and Snooze is going to help me. They've got science and cool gizmos to help me nap.
Remember, if you don't snooze,
You
You lose.
That's right.
That's
This is
exactly
going to be
right.
the easiest remote I've ever done. I'm going to sleep right through it, and it's going to be great.
And Kara was on yesterday on the show, and she was sharing $30,000 worth of giveaways they're doing on Saturday, which is astronomically wild as far as
Amazing.
mattresses go.
Including a $15,000 Tempur-Pedic sleep system.
Yeah, you're going to want to be there for that.
Definitely.
And you also want to come by because you have your chance to win Merle Fest tickets when you come and see Patrick Reynolds there Saturday from 11 to 2. That's the opportunity. So if you don't have a birthday anniversary or you haven't been able to call up enough friends to find out if they have a birthday anniversary, or if you're just making up names on the birthday and anniversary wheel and haven't won yet, Saturday's your chance to be able to win Merle Fest tickets. I'd prefer to win America's Favorite Game.
Okay.
I think that's another game that would be phenomenal to win. Now, this is the animal version. We're going to go back to that. And it's an expansion pack. So previously we've had lion, alligator, bear, black and brown bear, your choice, dealer's choice. But I'm going to throw a little mix into this as far as a new thing. The bombardier beetle. And you can just play the audio because it's more of audio added into it. These beetles spray boiling acid, 212 degrees Fahrenheit, as a defense mechanism against predators. And if you imagine America's Favorite Game where you're in a 10 by 10 room and you've got to survive an hour. We'll say with a swarm of these. I will use that same phrase.
Oh, we don't just have just
swarm.
one. Because I could do it with just one.
Yeah, you just step on it. But if there's a swarm, enough acid pouring out of their booties that allows you to be burned. Are you picking this?
No, I'm not picking this one.
Lion,
That's
alligator?
an Alien. That's the Alien movie. They had the boiling blood that when you shot them, their blood spot out,
Coming out of their
burning
butts?
acid.
Yeah.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
That's an Alien. That's Sigourney Weaver. You need her with the guns to fight that thing. No, I'm sticking with my gator.
All right, sticking with gator and banana and mayo sandwich. That's
There you
probably
go.
the two combinations.
Good old onion sandwich to snack on while you're sitting in here. That would be the game I could never win.
Feed the sandwich to the tiger because the kitty's going to sleep, right? That's
Right.
Mamie's strategy.
That's my go-to. The lion, I'll give him the onion sandwich. He'll take a nice little stinky nap.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You wouldn't want to deal with that on the roads these days if you're dealing with the Beatles either coming across them when you're out and about. Speaking of the roads, Secretary Duffy did respond to, I guess New York made another request for funding. We had played for you earlier, or showed you the clip or response earlier in the week, or maybe I read it, from Secretary Duffy talking about the subway system in New York, that people just don't feel safe riding the subway, I guess. I do remember when the lady got caught lit on fire. I mean, that was pretty, that was very wild. But I guess the MTA, which is like the Transportation Authority, right, if you will, Manhattan, they made a request for more money to the federal DOT. Here is Secretary Duffy's response. I'll read it to you. Outrageous. Governor Hochul is asking for more money for the horribly run MTA. The MTA is running a deficit thanks to New York's financial mismanagement, and they already received billions in federal funding. Instead of addressing rampant crime that's scaring riders away or actually fixing their financial mismanagement, the state is trying to fill the gap with highway funds and taxing the working class. Meanwhile, transit assaults are up. How could the state's modernization plan say nothing about making transportation systems safer? Before we make any changes to funding decisions, we'd like to see their plan to make their subway reliable, secure, and clean. The federal government is not a blank check, and we will hold NYC leaders accountable for not keeping commuters safe. I read this and I come back to this because, again, these are the federal level, if you think about it, that's the pooled dollars of everybody. And then you've got individual places, individual organizations making requests for those. I'm not that upset that they're going to make them clean it up if we're going to spend money on it, right? Rather than just being a nasty place, if that's what it really is up there. It seems like pretty vital. I don't know if Charlotte ever starts pushing into this conversation, right? More, obviously, with the red line. We're going to be requesting federal dollars at some point. It's going to require federal dollars to get this project done. And so with people like Councilman Tariq Bakari, who's now going to be part of the DOT, strategically, it seems like it's a good opportunity to have leadership there in the conversation and in the mix. Hopefully we will then have connections to be able to make kind of requests. That would be kind of the hope there. Although we could just do like Bill does and just walk everywhere instead of
that's possible too. Yeah, we could all just turn into walkers. Just take us a way longer time to get there.
That's it. I mentioned earlier robo-taxis coming. Not here, but Austin, Texas.
I've seen news stories that say Atlanta as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's Tesla, Uber. I don't know who's doing it, but I saw one yesterday that said Atlanta too.
So we're going to see the test case of it starting in June. I mean, we will see this year of how it goes, and it's going to be very interesting. Would you be willing to step into a car if there was nobody else inside of it?
No.
Oh, I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Justin and Bill then. Okay, there's 2 cars for sale.
2 cars for sale.
One was made exclusively by robots. One was like AI robots. The other one was made by humans. Which one are you?
Does it matter to you?
Does it matter to you which one you're going to buy? Same price, same color, same everything.
Robotics
doesn't have to be red.
Robotics are a big part of what they do now anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't think
100% by robots doesn't bother you?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
All right. Bill's walking everywhere. So. He's picking neither.
How's that? Well, Uptown Charlotte's a lot different than New York too.
Right. Yeah, definitely.
That's a big difference. I've been to New York a lot. I've ridden the subway there a lot, and you can walk uptown without too much trouble.
You think you'll ever be an EV guy?
I doubt it. No, I don't think so. I
You're
like it as
park in the EV parking though.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. I heard you guys talking about that yesterday.
Closer parking spots. Come on.
I was like, there's a parking spot for mothers with small kids. What about dads for small kids? Those don't exist. Can I raise that point?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know who else has a parking spot?
Who has a parking spot?
The Home Ad Show.
Our Home Ad Show.
Every day.
9 to 11, whether you're buying, selling, or celebrating, celebrate those birthdays and anniversaries. Great way to win those Merle Fest tickets. If you don't get the chance to win on the birthday and anniversary prize, we'll come out Saturday, 11 to 2 at Snooze Mattress, exit 28. That's Cornelius, and you come about a half mile away from Jatun, and you're right there at Snooze Mattress Company for the grand opening. Again, 11 to 2 this Saturday. Come out, see Patrick Reynolds. Have your chance at over $30,000 worth of giveaways by Snooze. And we're giving away Merle Fest tickets, so a wonderful opportunity. 9 to 11, you got the Home Ad Show. 11 to noon today, About Town. Mayor Woody Washington keeping you involved with what's going on in... Oh, wait, today's Wednesday, not Thursday. Never mind. Former Representative Jason Sane. I'm already thinking it's Thursday. All Things Sane going on from 11 to noon. Noon to 3, Todd Starnes. 3 o'clock, I don't even remember.
Serving you better than